Hola a todos, my dear friends. How are you guys? I hope you guys are doing great in wherever you are. And I am happy to be here with you in this beautiful weather. And guess where I am? I am back in this beautiful island, Mallorca, and I'm in Santa Palma. And today I bring you guys this wonderful class that is balanced between the root chakra and heart chakra and a bit of throat chakra. So with the balance of these three chakras, first of all, our root chakra, as you all know, is help us to settle down, to calm, to make a peace with whatever that is going on that is disturbing us, and make us feel more grounded and more supported. And while the heart chakra and throat chakra is creating more space elements, which means that you try to open your inner self to the outer world. You want to communicate yourself to other people, and also you want to be more expressive of your own inner feelings. This is very good to open up these two chakras, the throat chakra and the heart chakra. And of course, if you open up the heart chakra, this center, as you know that now I'm introducing little by little this traditional Chinese medicine and the Taoist practice methodologies into my yoga flows, that this part of our body is very essential. It's very important that we needed to have our prana, the chi, circulating in between this upper, middle, and the lower parts of our trunk. So this is also to prevent from many diseases and illness. So so today this class is is also very interesting, and I also put in some of the short practices that I have been releasing this since 2 weeks. So I hope you guys all like it, and so with that being said, I'll see you on the mat. Alright guys, we will start today's class laying down on our back with knees bent and hands next to our body. Take a few rounds of breath to bring awareness back and just to focus on whatever that is going to happen in the next 20 or 30 minutes in this class. And just to focus on our flow. Take an inhale, stretch out the arms out in front of your head. Reach, and while keeping the lower back on the mat, and bring and lift your feet off the floor. Bend the knees and try to kick the right heel up to the sky, like riding a bicycle, but kicking with the heel. And we'll do some bicycle circulations here. So kick with the right and bend over, and kick with the left, and bend over, kick with the right, kick with the left, alternating the feet, and keep the breath going. Make sure that your lower back is firmly on the ground. If you need some support, you can also put some cushion or very thin pillow or blanket underneath your sacrum. That is like the area of your lower back. All right, now bring both feet down and keep them a little bit wide, like almost as wide as the mat. And keep the arms in cactus shape on the floor. Make sure both shoulders are on the ground. And let's windmill the legs, right to left. Release any tension stored in our lower back and hips. This windmill motions are really good. You know, sometimes you can also do it in a bed or on sofa, or just, you know, anywhere that is flat. You can do this to release the tension on the lower back. And come back to center. And now cross the right foot on top of the left knee, like almost like half pigeon, reclined half pigeon, and sway your leg all the way to the left, making sure keep the shape, keep the legs in this shape, and keep the right knee pointing towards the sky. And we're coming into this twist, this half cow face pose, reclined half cow face pose on the mat, and keep your right arm still in this cactus shape. Release, come back to center, and now let's hold with the right hand on the outer side of the right foot and bring the right knee close to your right armpit, close, you know, like towards the mat. Half heavy baby pose. You can also straighten the left leg out, but make sure you try to ground down your left sit bone, even if it's a little bit lifted off the floor, but try to push it down, you know, because it's like a counter action with the right and left hip. And if you can, you know, and you can straighten your right leg, still holding the outer edge of your right foot. But if you cannot, you can also hold at the calf or the knee and bring it out towards the right side, keeping the left sit bone grounded on the mat. Do not lift the left hip. Take a few breaths here. Feel the opening of your hip, of your right inner groin. Your lower back is on the floor, and bring it to center. And now cross the right foot on top of the left knee. Bring the left knee closer to yourself. Half pigeon, recline half pigeon. Feel the stretch on the outer right leg. These few asanas are the grounding asanas. You feel very supported by the mat, by the floor. Also, it's very soothing to your sacrum. And gently cross the right knee over on top of the left and come into this cow face pose, reclined cow face pose. Hold both feet with the hands and bring them closer to your hip. You can feel the stretch on the outer right hip here. Take a big inhale in the center and exhale. Release the feet with the hands and bring the hip a little bit to the right side and twist over to the left. Keep your hands in cactus shape on the floor. Gaze over to the right. Feel the groundedness and the supporting, the calm, the settling feeling in these poses. Inhale, come back to center, and we will do the other side. Now let's bring the left foot on top of the right knee and keep the legs in this shape and bring them all the way to the right side. With the left knee pointing towards the sky. Feel the stretch on the outer left side of the torso and the hip. Left hand cactus shape on the floor. Take an inhale back to center and half happy baby pose on the left side. Bring the knee closer to the armpit. Relax the right leg out long behind you. Ground down the left hip to the mat. Gently straighten the left leg if you can. Hold at the calf or the knee with the left hand and bring it out to the left side. Try to press down through your right hip while you're doing this opening to the left side. And let's bring it back. Cross the left foot on top of the right knee and bring the right knee closer to the chest. Maintain the lower back on the mat. That is the key. And gently cross over the left knee on top of the right. Reclined cow face pose. Bring both feet closer to your body. Feel the stretch on the outer left hip. Your in and out breaths are very important together with the asanas. The breaths are the prana. So we have to make sure that they are circulating in our body when we are doing the asanas. Now let's release the feet and bring the hip a little bit to the left and cross over all the way to the right side. Arms in cactus shape, and we come in this twist to the right side. Gaze towards the left. Relax, release, and come back to center and bring both knees into your chest. Hold it and let's roll a bit gently at the beginning, and little by little roll the length of your spine. Feel the massaging feeling on your spine with this roll. And then when you are ready, roll all the way to seated position. Come and adjust your seat into the middle of the mat. Welcome into a Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose with the soles of the feet towards each other. You can leave them a bit out, far away from you, or closer to your body. Just feel the more opening sensations on the inside of your thighs. Sit up and tall, inhale and exhale. Stay here. Now let's relax and stretch out your right leg in front of you. Toes, flex your foot, toes pointing to yourself, and bring the left leg cross over your right knee. The sitting half cow face pose. Your left knee is on top of your right knee. And sit up and tall and stay here. Feel the stretch and feel the groundness of this asana. If you feel like some arm movement, you can extend the arms into a T shape and bring the left arm underneath your right arm. cross over the elbows and with the eagle arm, come into this eagle arm. And bring the elbows away from your face so that there is space in between your elbows and your chest, your collarbones. So this is the space you bend down your face. And feel the stretch also on the back side of your neck. Elbows away from yourself. Feel the stretch also on the shoulder blades and upper back. Inhale, come back to center, release your arms and your legs and switch. Right knee on top of the left, pointing the toes of your left foot. Just adjust your sitting and make sure both sit bones are grounded on the floor. Sit up and tall. And extend the arms into T shape and bring them right elbow underneath the left this time, and cross the hands, eagle arms. Bring the elbows away from your face so you create kind of space in between your elbows and your collarbone, and bend your face down into this gap. Feel the stretch of your backside of your neck and your upper back, shoulder blades. We are not only grounding here, we are also making space in our body. So the root, the groundedness, and spaciousness are both important, both in our lives and in our body. Come back to center and release. And now let's come to bring both feet a little bit wide and toes out, heels in, and push yourself behind you to come into a Malasana pose, Yogi squat. You stay here in this Yogi squat. You can also sway your hip a little bit side to side. Relax your muscles. Keep the knees wide. And if you feel like, put your right hand down in front of you and extend the left arm all the way back into the sky. Open the chest to the sky. Feel the spaciousness that you are creating in your chest. And switch side, left hand down, right hand up, twist to the right side. Bring both hands down, and now let's take an inhale in this Yogi squat. Exhale, lift your hips all the way up and bring the feet a bit close, bring the toes of the feet closer, pointing them forward. You come into this slightly wide-legged forward fold. Exhale here. Inhale, back to Yogi squat. We'll do a few rounds like this. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Yogi squat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend down. Exhale, last time, exhale, forward fold. We'll stay in this forward fold. Swing your body right to left, left to right. Knock your head yes and sway your head no. Release any tensions, storing your neck and shoulder and upper back. Pointing your hips all the way towards the sky. Feel the lengthening of your hamstrings. Gently touch your body if you feel like so. Sway your body a bit side to side.
You have all kinds of options here just to feel, you know, like you are the best guide to your own body. You have the feelings, you know how you feel. And once you are ready, come back to center and gently roll yourself little by little to standing or meet in standing pose in front of our mat. And from here, we will do 3 rounds of sun salutation. The traditional sun salutation, just to salute to the sun. I'm gonna face to this side, which is the sun side. Okay. So, if you did my previous classes, you'll probably remember this very good short practice that you cross your fingers and bring the energy stored inside of your trunk and lift your entire organs inside, you know, the trunk of your chest up. Like bring all the stomach and spleen in, up, lift them up. And flip your fingers, flip your palm and push up to the sky with the end of your palm. And release. So we will do the sun salutation with this technique. It feels actually wonderful, you know, like it's better than the normal sun salutation that I would do. So you feel more powerful and more energetic by doing this upward lifting. So inhale, cross your fingers at your belly button, bring the organs up, lift them up. Inhale, and like when you feel like everything's come at your chest, flip the palm and push up to the sky, gaze forward. And exhale, release the hands and fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, come into a high plank. Inhale here, exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Inhale, bend the knees and 2 steps to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, roll your body up. Hands up. Back to center. That's 1 round. We will do 2 rounds like this, a bit faster. Okay. Inhale, hands at the belly button. Push the organs up to the chest. Flip the palms. Inhale. Push through the end of your palm to the sky with the power that you generate inside of you. And release the hands, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, feel the strength. Exhale, come into half plank pose, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bend the knees and come into the front of your mat. Inhale, exhale, fold forward. And inhale, roll yourself up. Bring the energy up and back to your heart center. One more round. Can you feel the heat of this flow that is generating? This is the energy, this is the prana that is inside of you. Inhale. Push. Exhale, bend forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing, downward facing. Bend the knees and come into the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward and gently roll yourself up. hands up, back to center. Now let's bring one leg back and come into the middle of our mat, and knees out and toes out, flare the knees out. And we will do this total body activation short practice just here to really activate our body and to bring this yang energy up. So it is very, so for the following poses, we'll have the spaciousness, the opening, more of the asanas that is focused on opening. So this heat generating, energy generating is preparation for this following asanas, and it's really helpful. Okay, bend the knees. We will start with don't bend the knees, just flare the knees out. And we will start with a palm facing down and hold the fist like this. And when you inhale, you bend the knees and bring the fist internally. Inhale, exhale, stand up, and the fists out. Okay, so 9 more times like this. In, out. In, out. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. And at the last, cross the left arm on top of the right, eagle arms, and bend the knee. Bring the elbows away from your face. We'll stay here for 3 rounds of breath. Be strong. And stand up, release. We will do the other direction now another 10 times. So we start like this. Now we make the palms facing up and hold the fist. Inhale in and exhale out. Inhale in, exhale out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So this time, bring the right arm on top of the left eagle arm. Bend the knees, 3 rounds of breath. Elbows away from the face. And straighten the legs. Release. Now bring the toes in and heels slightly out. Hands at the hips. Bend at the hips. Come into wide-legged forward fold.
Hands down or on the feet at your own choice. Release any tension at the neck. Sway your head right to left. Feel some loosening. Now come back to center and place the left hand right underneath your face and lift the right arms up. Twist to the right. Gaze follow the right hand. Take a big inhale here and exhale. Cross your right arm underneath your left and hold to the left ankle. And try to push your left hand a little bit far away and gaze underneath your left armpit. Side stretch and twisting. And come back to center and place the right hand on underneath your face and lift the left up. And gently cross over your left arm underneath your right arm and hold the right ankle. Push the right hand a little bit far away from yourself. Gaze under your right armpit. Gently swing your body to face the front of your mat and come into a three-legged downward facing dog. Open the right leg. Point the knee to the sky. Feel the opening of your hip. And exhale, switch side. Inhale, left leg up and bend the left knee, pointing the left knee to the sky. Feel the opening on this side of your hip. And come back to center, release. We'll bring the both knee down on the mat and come into a child's pose. We'll stay in the child's pose for a few rounds of breath. Now gently push yourself up and we'll come onto our shins with your knees slightly open, slightly away from each other. And come in onto our shins. Make sure your back of your feet are firmly pressed into the mat. We will do a camel pose variation with the hands lifted and pointing backwards. So inhale, lift your hands up on top of your head and cross your fingers and pointing index fingers towards the sky and suck your belly button in. Make sure you square your hip and also suck the belly button in. Keep the glutes firm and glutes engaged. Take a big inhale, exhale, push the hips to the front and pointing the fingers towards, index fingers towards the back of the room. And gaze follow. Gently lift yourself up. It's very challenging to do this pose when I'm talking. Release your hands. And this is very good for opening the heart and also the throat. As we mentioned at the beginning of our class, we will have some of the asanas that is focused on the opening. So bring your inner self out to the world. Make the communications better. We will do one more time. This time I will not try to talk because I will lose my breath. Okay, let's do it. Inhale, arms up, pointing the index fingers. And push the hip forward. Inhale back to center and release. And now bring the legs out in front of ourselves. And place the hands a little bit behind our hips, and fingers pointing to the front of our room. And inhale, lift your legs and bring the feet to the mat. Bend the knee and exhale, lift your hips. Keep the feet on the mat and lift your hips and throw the neck back. Open the throat and the heart to the sky. upward plank. And exhale, release. Okay, now we come to lay on our back again. With both feet, both legs bent, feet closer to the hips, hands next to the body. Take an inhale, gently lift your hips up, exhale at the top, and keep them there. Try to use your glute and your hip strength to keep your keep it lifted. Otherwise, you can also gently push with your hand, assist with your hand underneath your lower back for some gentle support. You can also cross your hands underneath your glutes and bring the shoulder blades together. So this way you open your chest more, you open your heart more, and bring the chin into the chest. Knees towards each other, bring the knees in. Exhale, gently release and bring your hips down. We will do one more time, bridge pose. Take a big round, deep round breath in and out. Now inhale, ready your hips. Bring the hips up, 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 up. Exhale at the top and cross your fingers underneath. Keep the knees in. And gently release. Now let's bring the knees in one more time into our chest and try to bring them tight into our chest and hold around your arms, around the shins. And bring your forehead towards the knees as much as you can. You don't have to touch them. And take a big inhale. Exhale, extend the legs out and arms on the side like a T shape. We will finish in this pose. This is a variation of Shavasana with the hands extended out. It's very relaxing and also very grounding. Make a few rounds of breaths here just to cool down into sucking all the benefits from this flow. Let out any negativity. Feel free to also pause the video here and stay in this Shavasana for as long as you want. Gently come to one side of your mat and push yourself gently into a seated position. Come back into the center of our mat into an easy sitting pose, Sukhasana. Thank you very much for being here on the mat with me, and I hope you like today's class. And if you like my flows, like my contents, like or subscribe to my channel will be appreciated. Till the next class, I'll see you soon. Bye bye.